All right, YouTube, what's up? We're here. We're doing God of Tides. Oh my God. It's about time. You're like, Jordan, you haven't done this yet? You're so fake. I'm sorry. Please don't throw tomatoes. Okay? Tomorrow, when the Rafayel myth comes out, the new one, I hope that you'll be... forgive me. Something. I don't know. But okay, we're playing it. We're doing it. We're actually doing it on the game. Everyone in chat, say hello. There you are. Oh my God, that's so cool. We're actually doing it on the game. We never do that because we never have the myths or the cards because we don't spend $1 million on the game. But now, luckily, after tomorrow, we don't have to because we only need one. But let's go. It's time. It's time. I'm ready. I know nothing about this. I've seen the Kindles for them, but it was like 3 months ago, so I honestly don't remember much. But the room is blue lights themed. Wow, look at that. Blue. So fancy. I don't have my Rafayel shirt on or my sweater on because it's really hot, but you're going to have to forgive me. I do need, like... Oh, yeah, for people watching the stream and the video, before we get into anything, if you ever see the new Rafayel myth, the sea god Lemurian Rafayel cosplay, please tag me or send it to me. I want to buy it and cosplay it very badly. I have someone who can do the wig. So, if you see it, or if there's files to download and 3D print the jewelry and the things, let me know. But okay. There's an old saying around these islands, wherever the sea breeze blows is under the sea god's divine gaze. So let me know how the volume is, chat. It might be too low, but I think for now we'll be fine. The god of the sea demands more devout followers. As wind rises at sea and the tides pummel ships, fishermen and sailors wear gray garments. Also, this being on my own account is so nice because I get the diamonds and I get the card and I actually can go at my pace because usually I pause the video on YouTube, right? So this is nice. Shout out Lavender and Nira Art and all the people who post the stuff. I really appreciate it. But it's nice that I don't actually have to pause it this time, which is always a pain. But okay, as the wind rises at sea, the tides pummel ships, fishermen and sailors wear gray garments, emissaries of the deep sea they claim to be. They construct temples on seaside cliffs, light sacred flames, and sing hymns from dubious origins every day. They say the god of the sea will select his most devout follower among the humans and grant their wish. A gift must be prepared for the god of the sea. Sometimes 'tis a creature from a foreign land, treasure, or even a person. Okay, and so we're the gift? Also, hello, Moogie.
Quickly now! The sacrifice is missing!
Amidst the storm, the ship has lost its sense of direction. Seawater seeps into the cabin, the corpses around me are stiff cold, my stomach churns, and I do my best not to hurl.
Lower the sails! And turn! Hurry!
I'm gonna keep the mouse off the screen as well, sorry.
The waves are too strong. Water is rushing in. Half the cabin is already flooded. Now, throw it in the ocean!
They are in disarray and the cabin shakes violently. A sailor kicks away bloated corpses, grabbing me by the collar. He drags me to the deck. A strange song arrives from the misty sea, bringing with it a faint air of mystique. Like an invisible hand, it calms the raging whirls of the ocean. The wind dies down.
Fools. Any further in a storm would be the last thing on your minds.
There he is, bro. Before the ship sails away, I'm tossed overboard. Roaring torrents drown out my pleas. Help me! Briny water engulfs me before I lose consciousness, however, a warmth surrounds me. Oh, he's just here. Oh my God. When I surface, the most beautiful eyes I've seen appear.
Were you abandoned?
Oh my God, there he is. He holds an ornate flute. The ethereal melody disappears when he stops playing it. Save me. I'm sorry, my voice acting's really bad. Save me. He sits on driftwood under the night sky. He looks at me, the scales on his neck emitting a faint glow. Is he a Lemurian? No way,
Did
it's
you
him.
ask for my assistance?
No way, it's bro. Also, chat, wouldn't Rafayel look good with like a belly button piercing? I'm just kind of thinking that right now. Like, does he have one in the new myth? Or does he just have like a lot of jewelry down by his PP? Because I feel like everything, he's got a lot going on. But any piercing would fit him. I guess that's true. Speaking, dude, chat, I might get my ears pierced in Japan when I go next month. Is that crazy to say? Because I cosplay a lot of characters with their ears pierced, or one of their ears pierced. And I need to get one. I need to get it pierced so I don't have to buy fake earrings. Either way, he reaches out to me. Oh my god, thank you. Yet when our hands touch, fire burst forth from his fingers. Oh, was that him laughing? He smiles, proud of his successful joke. My survival instincts kick in, making me clench his hand with all my might.
Release me.
Oh. The scales on his neck are raised ever so slightly.
I said release me.
From the depths of my mind, I remember an old story. A Lemurian kiss can let one breathe in watery depths. Trapped in the unrelenting tide, I grab him, catching him off guard, and kiss him. Save me. I struggle to keep my eyes open, but I desperately look at that beautiful gaze. After a long silence passes, his voice rings in my ears, low, soft, almost like he's casting a spell to enthrall someone.
I will grant you deliverance.
Oh my god. Bro, he's all up in my ear right now. Excuse me? He's like in it. Like in it. Yo.
And in exchange, offer yourself, your everything to me. Become my follower, mortal.
Oh god, okay. Jesus. So I know the gist of God of Tides as well, but that's crazy. Is that, oh, it's a hit. What the, what? I guess we have a lot, but all right, next. Oh.
Is she dead?
He wants
Can
me
dead bodies
so
be
bad.
used for research?
So bad.
Her body is warm and she still breathes. Why won't she wake up?
Did you forget our lessons in the study of human
This
anatomy?
one's short? How,
They
is
aren't
God of
like
Tides
us.
short? I saw Abyss Walker. It was like an hour. I looked it up because I have to watch it, but...
Oh, must be cerebral hypoxia caused by pressure differences. Let's record this observation in our next report.
That's a young boy.
If
It sounds like a
her soul has returned
40-year-old.
to the heavens, we should ask Raphael if we can dissect her. The college hasn't had a fresh human specimen for hundreds
Jordan
of
Abyss.
years.
Oh.
She's awake. Her eyes are open.
Okay, he looks cool, though. What is this place? Am I below the waves? Oh, wait. Oh,
Keep your
shit.
distance. She bites.
Oh, we are. Wait. We're underground. Wait, there's a... The shadows immediately take several steps back. What are they planning to do? Oh, shit. The person they address as Raphael leans in, getting a better look at his face as he is a young, pretty Lemurian. His mouth is swollen and there seems to be a wound on his lip. When our eyes meet, he glares. I gulp, unsure if this Lemurian has any ill intent. Where am I?
A glance would reveal that you are in Lemuria. Treat her wounds and give her clean clothes. I'll inform Elder Amund that we've found my
Amund.
devout follower.
I love that. That's a sick name. You're my savior, right? I should express my gratitude. The beautiful Lemurian leaves.
Worry not. When Raphael brought you back, it seems you'd be vomiting bubbles with the crabs for a fortnight.
Fortnite? No way. Crabs? Interesting. Code Nightalize on Fortnite. Where's the lads Fortnite collab? From her hiding place, a young girl pops up. Curious and excited, she sits by the edge of the bed.
My name is Algie.
Like,
Please don't.
okay.
You're the first
Algie?
live human we've met.
Like algae, I guess, literally, and then conch shell, okay. It's like Dragon Ball names. They're named after sea creature
Well,
things.
they're the ones who swam along the currents. but
Ocean stuff.
None could talk like you.
You're scared
Like the game?
her,
Yeah, I have
sister.
an Epic Games code.
Look,
I do.
Her hands
It's
shaped like
Nightalize.
a shrimp seeing a whale for the first time.
Oh.
My apologies. I didn't mean it.
Why, may I know why you brought me here?
You'll know when you visit the temple.
Do we get to see more Lemurians? Like, we know
It's
what
a very, very
Auntie
long
looks
tale.
like.
I'll tell it on the way.
But I can't think of anybody else other than, like, Raphael and whatnot. Algie told me that in the deep sea, is the forgotten kingdom of Lemuria. The sea god, or god of the sea, lives there. He protects whatever the briny sea breeze touches. His followers include not just denizens of the ocean, but also humans. As such, his most devout follower must gift him a heart, so he has the strength to protect Lemuria and becomes the god recognized by the entire ocean. It's said that the sea god of our generation was born in flames as dusk turned to dawn. Only he can use fire. Wait, is that what Abyss Walker is? Wait, no, never mind. Never mind. Ignore me. I'm just thinking. The only thing I know about Abyss Walker is you're on the beach when dusk turns to dawn when the sun goes down. I'm being okay. Just ignore me. That's not true. Either way, indeed a great because this Abyss Walker's after this. But the flame makes sense. Indeed, a great flame has burned in Whale Fall City's temple for thousands of years. It represents Lemuria in its prosperity and decline. The Tome of the Sea God states that if this fire were to ever go out, Lemuria shall fall into a deep slumber for centuries. Interesting. Okay. Dude, the fucking key art is mad pretty. So to keep the flame alive, the sea god requires a certain human follower? Algae nods. I always believed 'twas a children's fairy tale. Who knew?
We're here. Welcome to Whale Fall City.
Cool. This place is fucking sick, dude. Beyond the coral reef is a magnificent city with countless looming spires. Fish and jellyfish float past the grand structures. Impressive and stunning is the city in its entirety. Algae escorts me through the streets till we reach the heart of the city. From there, we climb the stone steps of a large palace. Many spiral staircases later, we stand before a huge door in a circular hall with a vaulted ceiling.
Elder Amund maintains the temple. He believes only the most devout, sincerest worship can awaken the sea god's powers and keep the flame strong.
Okay. Why humans specifically? Can a Lemurian be selected?
Humans are the most selfish, greediest of creatures. Thus, when they offer their hearts, love, even their lives, it is considered the most precious
well,
form of worship.
we... I wonder who does that.
The tome also confirms Raphael will be the last
That's why.
god
That's
of
why
the
he
sea.
waits for us so long.
Therefore,
In his bond, he's like, "You fucking left me, you, you motherfucker." Because we fucking jebaited his ass.
Conch.
Having called out the boy's name, Raphael pushes open the temple's doors. Bro, his deep voice
I just remembered. I still have a report to write. Farewell.
Raphael gestures for me to follow him. Oh, cool. Conch said the Tome of the Sea God is here. It contains all of Lemuria's history and prophecies. And the temple is also the fire, symbolic of Lemuria as a whole. Okay, that's cool.
She is most suited to be the one.
Cool, cool. Wearing a robe, an old man stands in the middle of the temple. Above him hangs a burning flame. I feel it resembles a sun about to go out as I gaze upon it. What's happening? I hope I won't be tossed into the fire as a sacrifice. Oh, Ugh!
Quintessence decided on.
He looks good. Wait, bro. He's using Maybelline or whatever they're using, right? What's the ad? It's like, Maybelline. Look at his hair.
'Twas more of fate's whimsy.
My God.
I wandered about on the earth and became her cushion as she fell.
Oh.
For now, I shall forget your quintessence snuck out and burned the god's hair.
Bro, he's looking
I
good, man.
must ask again, is she truly to be the human your quintessence is bound to?
As long as the sea god's ceremony is assured, I will make her my follower. However,
Okay, sick.
we should remove all her teeth and nails. I worry
What?
she'd bite and scratch us if given the opportunity.
My God, I need dentures. No. Raphael, come here. Hey, it might help with the techniques. I don't think that's a good idea.
Once a Lemurian is bound to someone, 'tis impossible to go against their wishes.
Okay.
She will have the power to command your quintessence. When the two of you barely know each other, is that something worth giving?
Raphael, do anything to me, Daddy. Jesus Christ. The light flickers on Raphael's face. He lowers his head and ruminates about his answer. Elder Amund leaves, and so Raphael and I are alone. If you have yet to decide, can I be set free? I promise I won't speak of this to anyone. Though I try my luck, he continues to stand there.
The day has dragged on long enough. I'm tired.
Yeah, like, isn't this the farthest back that we know of? Like, for Raphael and MC? So, like, there's no, like, seemingly, like, we don't know if they met prior to this before in, like, another life. Unless, yeah, because that's how it all goes, right? So, I guess this is the beginning. He finds a comfortable spot on the ground and sits down. What are you doing?
Sleeping.
Oh, of course. Sorry. Why?
Wake me before nightfall.
Okay. What the fuck? You! Raphael ignores me. He leans against the marble pillar and closes his eyes. The temple is heavily guarded. I can only huddle in a corner and think of the various ways to escape. Bro, what? Raphael, don't you dare fall asleep, man. Is he truly asleep? Raphael! He doesn't react, but then a small blue fish appears and swims around his shoulders. Where'd you come from? I have to admit, you're adorable. I poke the fish and expect to receive no answer. Does he talk? Like the guy from... Mermaid, Little Mermaid? Under the sea. Under the sea. In the weather, we are together. Yes, you and me. I don't know what the lyrics are. Do you know the way out, a little fish? I know it's a crab as well. Sebastian, yes. The little fish swims in a circle and settles on my finger. Do you understand me? Could you show me a way out? Flicking its translucent tail, the fish swims to the stained glass window behind the alcove. Oh, cool. Some people who believe this isn't actually their first meeting. I was going to say, this is as far as we know in the game, but it could be before this. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. All right. You know, just basic stuff so far. Half a day dissipated like sea foam. Why have we returned to these crossroads? Do you have a lack of sense of direction, or do fish always have a terrible memory? Do their past lives, yeah. Trailing its tail, the fish swims into a crowd. I am left behind. Where are you taking me? Never mind. I'm trying to converse with a fish. Well, excuse me. After swimming for what seems like an eternity, the little fish stops by a coral reef. It goes into a small hole in the city's wall. Must I actually swim through that? Glub, glub, glub. Oh, okay. This is... Oh my god, it's the glub, glub. All right. We fit through the hole? I passed through the hole? Dude. Dude, last time we did that was... when I was with Silas the other week. I passed through the hole in the roof of the sand on my knees. I turn around, the opulent underwater city is behind me. Yes! Apologize to your master on my behalf. He is my savior, all things considered. My life on land could be uncertain, but I shall certainly die if I stay within the confines of Whale Fall City with the weird god of the sea. I have yet to think of a proper way to express my gratitude. Should I feed the fishes during the sea god's ceremony?
Was it fun to explore Lemuria?
Yeah, sure. Sure. From the garden's shadows, a voice speaks. Though hard to make out, a person is lying down behind a silk curtain. Raphael?
There is no need to shout my name.
Okay. What's up, Daniel? How you doing? He lifts a finger and the little fish swims around it, then it transforms into a blue scale that lands on his palm. I was deceived. Oh, bro was hitting us with like the G-force. Like the little guinea pigs. Or like Iron Man nanotech. Jarvis? Tickle his balls. That's what he was doing for me. Little fish. Make him 2 feet taller. Increase, breedability by 15%. Perfect. Sorry. I was deceived. The fish was of his creation. Alright, that makes sense. That's cool. You planned this.
'Twas a test made for you. Elder Amun
Capstone?
is right.
Daniel, good luck on the
Human
capstone. I'm
promises
sorry.
are but meaningless words.
Oh shit, he turned on my ass quick, man. When did I make a vow to you?
I told you to wake me before nightfall, didn't I?
Oh shit, that's a good point. He yawns, not upset in the slightest. Besides, when I saved you from the ocean's clutches, we made an oath. You forget. Oh, that was him! Oh my god.
I will grant you deliverance.
Okay, yeah.
And in exchange, offer yourself, your everything to
Makes
me.
sense.
Become my follower, mortal.
Or his little dog. Dude, his nipples like really in my face on that cutscene. That counted? You're the god of the sea, you're respectable and awe-inspiring. Can't you consider my rescue an act of kindness and let me go?
I am not a god who answers every whim.
Okay.
The ceremony is to take place in a month.
A month? That's kind of far.
And as you are aware, ceremonies always need.
Narrowing his eyes, his expression only leaves me with a feeling of dread. followers. There are plenty on land. The ones who wear robes pray every day to you. They're more devout than me. Oh, there's actually people on land who pray. Oh, shit. Scared I am to be a sacrifice once more. I try to persuade Rafayel to consider an alternative.
All right. Return to me your life.
Oh, what the fuck? He holds out his hand as if he was grabbing an invisible rope that's tied tightly around my neck. Bro, chill. In the bedroom only, brother. Water enters my nose and throat. I am drowning. Oh, he takes away the, yeah. I swear my name will do anything you ask. He grins. He loosens his hold and what a freak, bro! Oh my god. In the middle of the frickin' temple.
'Tis not worship that I desire. From the depths of your very soul, I seek only the purest devotion.
My god, chill, bro. I beg your pardon. He's coming on me a bit hard now. Or like, you know what I mean? Jesus. Like, yeah, he's coming on hard. Like, literally, that's what the people say.
The tides ebb and flow, and with every setting sun is a moon rising. Till time's end, I should occupy your every thought. You must believe in me alone.
Damn, dude. What the hell? Also, ebb and flow. He said ebb and flow. Holy shit. He's intense, man. He's coming on me intensely coming on me.
Think of it from another perspective.
Metaphorically. Maybe later, literally. Well, you never know. He pokes my chest, speaking where my heart lies. He acts as if he is stating a truth.
Thou is to find a means by which thy heart becomes smitten with me.
This is such a crazy situation. So, we're at sea, right? And we drown, fall in the ocean, and he saves us. And so now, imagine you're just like at sea for some reason. Or I guess the people were we were like the package or something that the people lost. And we get saved, and now we're magically in Atlantis with a guy who's wants us expeditiously now. Kind of, but not really. Like, what? That's crazy. Sacrifice, yeah. Find one who will, like, that is, what the fuck? A million miles a minute, 0 to 100. Greek myth where a god sees you. Yeah, that's true. Find one who will kiss you, even if you do not give them the world. Love a soul that is like your own, that which complements you. Love and death are the most important things in a life. Death is a matter of time, so love with all your heart. So love with all your heart can muster. Oh, that's cute. Find one who will kiss you, even if you do not give them the world. Damn, that's a beautiful quote. Oh my god, that's really good. I like that. I'll get that tattooed on my butt. Okay, I kind of ruined the moment there, but like, that'd be cool. For my entire life, I only thought about how I'd die. My mind focused on escaping that temple and forging my own path. I refused to be sacrificed. I never imagined the sea god to be so real, nor we would be soon bound together with a vow. Rafayel promised he'd let me go if I became his most devout follower before the sea god's ceremony. This is of great significance to me.
You must keep an eye out.
Okay.
Humans eat everything. Fish can always be on the main course.
Oh,
we
God.
also like to eat fish.
Okay, so wait,
fish
what?
do they like?
What fish are there fish?
They also tend to
What?
use hot water for their baths.
Who do we eat? Like, what are we eating? I like some fish, I'll tell you that much. Sashimi. I've said that joke before, but sashimi Rafayel a la mode. Okay? What the fuck does a la mode even mean? I don't even know. But with nothing to do, Algae gives me a tour of the city.
Do you remember Lemuria's flame?
Fish eat fish, I
We
guess that's
call it
true.
the
That is
sun
normal.
below the
Never mind, that
waves.
is normal. That's true, it's true.
The fire grows weak as seasons pass.
Mm.
The sea god must reignite it during his coming of age ceremony.
Okay. Dude, I love blue is my favorite color, right? So Rafayel and like the Lemurians being like blue tones is like actually creaming myself. I like this, like blue, like the light, like not turquoise, but like deep hues. I don't know what I'm saying, but like yeah. Oh, blue is so nice, like light blue. Favorite color. He creates balls of fire. They're light, illuminating every face.
As you must know, we are in the deep sea.
Like the hair.
Sunlight cannot
It's
reach
so
this
sick,
place,
man.
let alone moonlight.
Shout out
Without
Marianne.
this flame,
Fire Emblem 3
Lemuria would be
houses.
plunged into a horrifying darkness. If we were not able to see each other, we would transform into hideous beasts.
Oh, interesting. Your worries are unique. Oh, they transform into not what's it called? Not wanderers, something else, I assume. Compared to the world of man, Lemuria is a utopia seen only in fairy tales. They can swim freely and resemble humans. As the legend says, love and freedom dictate the Lemurian way of life. They are also not interested in warfare. Sirens. Oh, okay. Yeah, makes more sense. Their songs, tales, rare shells, and pearls are placed into bottles that could be washed ashore. Their conches are said to store sounds for many years. Mr. Seagod, did you hear what I just said? Raphael doesn't look up. He tosses me a blue conch. Its origin unknown. Such a wondrous thing exists? What do you call it?
It has no name. Treated
The
as
miraculous conch. Okay.
of wonders.
All right, SpongeBob. What the fuck? Bro, just ripped that shit straight from the bob. What? Okay. I'll show you a miraculous conch. Raphael, come here.
Take it. The shell will accept all your pointless laments and complaints.
Oh, okay. Since Raphael is engrossed in his reading, I whisper vicious words into the conch. You are no god of the sea, you are a god of scourges. May you be born as a sea monster in your next life. A sea cucumber or an oyster would work. Or, bro, what? Sea cucumber? What the fuck? When we depart from the temple, dusk has graced Lemuria with its presence. I gaze at the highest spire on the building where a bright fire burns. Like the sun above, it rises from the east and sets in the west. It has brought light and warmth to Lemuria for generations.
Are you interested in some sightseeing?
Yes, please. Isn't the temple closed off at this time?
Follow me.
Okay. We're doing Ralph Smith? Yes, we are. It's old. It's God ties in Abyss Walker, but it's still myth for his myths. Raphael avoids the temple's guards, and we reach the highest floor of the spire. I'm out of breath when we reach the highest floor. Exhausted, I suddenly lose my footing and almost fall into his arms. Raphael frowns. Do you not like people touching you?
No.
Yeah, bull fucking shit. Bull fucking shit, bro. Let's look at the list of kindled memories where you're all up on me, dog. Vice versa. Vice versa. Okay? Remember the one where we're in the bathtub? You were making waves. He was doing the 1-2 motion. The 1-2 freaking, thrust. What are you talking about? Sorry.
You can hold my hand.
Lovely. He extends his hands to me. Thank you, game, for telling me. Oh. It's one person touching it, I guess it's true.
But
That's
don't
my
hold
goat,
on to
though.
it too tightly.
All right. Sorry, Raphael. Sorry. All right. Sorry. Holy fucking shit, bro. I gently hold his fingers. Truly, 'tis hard to understand the sea god's heart. Gently, Raphael drags me to the top of the spire. Below us is all of Whale Fall City. Like golden fog, the firelight enshrouds every building. How beautiful! This is the first time I've seen a sunset underwater.
Is it pleasing to look at?
It is. It looks, 35 degrees to the right. Hex code F43256. The sun looks great too. Yeah. Yeah. Raphael's gaze follows the distant light. He's deep in thought.
Tell me of the world on the surface.
Okay. What would you like to know? I can't think of anything to talk about since I was once a sacrifice to the god of the sea. I spent most of my time inside that cold temple. Lemuria is the biggest, grandest world I have visited in my life. Okay. You can visit the surface if you'd like. There are flowers and plants and animals you could never find in the ocean. Have you seen a puppy? You can't say you've lived unless you touched a puppy's tail.
There are records of them in the college's library. And don't give me that look of pity. 'Tis rude. But can you name even one of the peculiar creatures of the deep sea?
Okay, Raphael, fucking... I was trying to think of something to say, but I can't. Why are we we're 1v1ing right now? What is this mental warfare we're doing? A crab. I don't fucking know. He grabs a passing glowing jellyfish and motions me for me to continue. You're a boring piece of driftwood. Oh my god, MC. What the fuck? Holy shit. What I mean to say is, damn! You snuck out before you can do it again, right? Shit. I make that. I make that wood drift. No, it's not working. Raphael stops trying to humor me. He finds a spot in the shadows and closes his eyes. I recall Elder Amun's words about Lemurians and one of their weaknesses. Essentially, once the Lemurian is bound to a person there to obey every command. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, of course. She cold. He's cold, bro. Look at his nipples, dog. Oh, we've seen this. Okay. Kindle number 1. It's been a while since I've watched this, probably 6 months ago, so. Make some flames. I'll do auto. It didn't work at all.
Don't waste your time. One should practice silence when watching the sunset.
It's true. Always better with context? Oh, yeah, of course. Do you want to see this real sun, Raphael? I'll show you the real moon. You wanted to sneak in on the beach the day
Your
we
tongue
met.
barely moved when we first met.
Hey, yo.
Back then, you were rather...
It'll move now, buddy. Okay.
This side of you.
Especially if you keep
is
those
much more to
pepperonis
my
hanging out.
liking.
Cute. On the beach, we have Sea God Ceremony too. We play wonderful songs on lyres, and
Were the surface world as lovely as you claim, you'd be elsewhere.
bro, he's so. There are evil people on land. Once they learn you're in Lemurian, your tears that turn to okay, kill me. Your tears that turn to pearls would be harvested day after day endlessly.
If you persuade me to bring you to the beach, you'll run away.
Okay. It's really awkward.
Is the surface world sunset different from the one in the ocean?
Honestly, my memory of it is hazy. You take me to the sun and I'll bring you to the festival. What do you think? As Whalefall City darkens, I sense Raphael's asleep. I love the 480p PNG image. I lean against his shoulder, my head almost touching his. I feel sleepy. God, MC looks so bad, bro. Like, dude, I wish I was like a freaking quarter pounder with cheese right now, bro. And Raphael and MC are the buns with sesame seeds on top. Holy God. I need a Dave single right now. But I'm the fucking single, okay? Oh my God. It's crazy, really, if you think about it. It's unfair. As days pass, I grow accustomed to living here. Raphael hasn't talked about needing a follower, and today he suddenly approaches me.
Let's go.
That's adorable. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Where to?
The beach. You spoke of humans celebrating the sea god's birthday for several days.
Truly?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go. Let's freaking go, man. Under cover of night, Raphael and I sneak past the guards in Whalefall City and reach the shore. I doubt you had to swim so quickly when a shark chased us.
Two-legged creatures like you are slow and lack the ability to protect themselves. Without me, you won't survive a single day in the ocean.
Raphael, I'm gonna... when I get you, you fish. Don't eat, dude. But the disrespect is crazy. The waves are calm, and the stars from on high shimmer brightly. I take a deep breath, fresh air filling my lungs. See the island over there? The tallest temple is where the emissaries reside. Raphael looks at where my finger is pointing. In the distance is a brightly lit building.
Have you lived there a long time?
Ever since the emissaries adopted me when I was a child. For a time, I thought I was also a follower of the sea god. As I got older, I figured out I wasn't a follower, but a sacrifice, something his followers would gift to the sea god. Oh, okay, yeah. Only the emissaries have the right to be the sea god's followers.
Why didn't you try to escape?
Where could I have gone? This island is too small. They'll find me no matter how hard I tried. Okay, this is more backup information. Were I to become a fish and swim into the ocean, perhaps I'd be successful. Let's keep moving. Basking in the wind any longer might make me catch a cold. After a few steps, Raphael stops me in my tracks.
You were originally a sacrifice to the sea god. Why are you inviting yourself into their domain?
Okay. Before we enter, Raphael finds some driftwood and creates a mask for me to wear. It fits perfectly. Perhaps with the festival underway, the scent of expensive spices permeates the air. Mermaid-shaped lamps on the buildings burn bright. Beneath the arches, which are inscribed with the legend of the sea god, is a performer playing a lyre and singing.
Unable to break his vow with the girl and his own burning passion, the god of the sea left the ocean and lived happily ever after with his beloved.
Well, we know that doesn't really happen, right? When the puppet show ends, the curtains are drawn, the children talk amongst themselves.
But Lemuria is centered around bonds. Without it, the sea god won't remember or obey her.
We know we've done some bonds. We've done some ebb and flow. Some ebb and flow, and then the other one that I forget.
What are you talking about? The god of the sea will find his beloved and live happily ever after. You're also naive.
Oopsies. Uh-oh. Yeah, surely, guys, that will happen, right? Huffing, the little girl tugs my sleeve.
What do you think, miss? Will the sea god be with her because he loves her or because of their vow?
All those legends of Lemuria are just made up nonsense. Oh my god. Before I can continue the chat. Dude, she just basically said, like, Santa's not real, motherfuckers. What the hell? She's like, you know who puts the presents under the tree? Your parents. What the? MC, what are we doing, man? Before I can continue, the children start crying. Jesus. I'm sorry. I do. What the?
What about you, sir? Does Lemuria
Like, Santa's
exist?
not real.
Would the sea god give his heart to a human?
Oh, no. God. Oh, let's see what he says. The sea god has listened to the story, his chin resting on his hand, and nods.
He would.
Ah.
Lemuria is my homeland,
Cute.
so that is how I know.
Okay. He just gives us the answers cut and dry, man. He really does. He just doesn't fuck around, you know? So, yeah, I'm from... Lemuria is my home. You're like, okay. You're, like, ready for his next sentence. He's done. He doesn't... Zilch, bro. He ain't saying shit after that. I try to cover Raphael's mouth, but he pushes me away.
Huh? What are Lemurians like?
Nonchalant, yeah. Yeah, Sea God Raph seems to be like... I guess, obviously, you know, they haven't met that much still, or they haven't known each other for that long, so of course he's going to be a bit more, like, stoic. Of course, you know, but...
Their tears turn into glimmering pearls, and their voices bring dreams of wonder. Their blood can make one live forever, or even resurrect the dead.
Oh.
I already knew that.
Okay, well...
Lemurians don't fall in love with people they are
The
bound
blood
to.
can resurrect the
'Tis a
dead? I didn't
human
know that.
fantasy.
That's cool.
What else?
Are you that curious?
Raphael takes the sea god puppet and the girl puppet the storyteller gives him. He hands them to the girl, and only then does he notice his companion has disappeared.
Sir?
Oh, shit. Perplexed, he looks around. Food stalls, puppet shows, jugglers. She is not there anywhere. He lets out a sigh of relief when his gaze sees the market's plaza. Pomegranate wine, the distraction had lured her away. Of course she's drinking wine.
The young lady there.
Come
Inform
on.
her that someone is waiting. If she
Oh
doesn't
my
return
god.
soon,
She's wine tasting. I hate wine. He thinks and then whispers to the little girl.
that person won't keep waiting.
Oh shit. Uh-oh. Bro knows too. He fucking knows. He said we're not gonna keep waiting. And we don't. Spoiler alert, we don't. We don't. That's why he's so pissed. In ebb and flow. He's all sassy and shit. He's like, you didn't wait for me. I waited for you. Never. Oops. Oops. God forbid a girl. Yeah, it's true. God forbid. God forbid I have a bottle a night. God forbid. You know, I can have a fun time. Are you upset I was distracted? Don't be angry. I returned, didn't I? I even brought with me pomegranate wine. It just finished fermenting. Oh, shit. We can take it back from Algae and
I'm
Conch.
not upset, but
He was talking about himself that he won't wait. Oh, oops. As I speak with Raphael, there's an argument behind us.
Someone stole the pearl eyes from the sea god statue in the temple.
Oh, shit. What the hell?
Must be the thief.
You're mistaken. The person who gave these to me is over there. I would never dare touch the sea god's treasures.
Storyteller points and the guards see me and Raphael.
There, seize them.
Okay.
will they imprison us? Ah, well, we should start running.
What the? We were careless. Commoners would use coins to pay, not pearls from the deep sea.
I just found them in the sand before we... Ouch!
Okay. Well, I guess we go back, right? Okay. I grab Raphael and drag him into a deserted alleyway. We are no longer safe here. We must find a way back. Bro, what the
You wanna
fuck?
stay?
He just runs away? Dude. Raphael interrupts my thoughts. Huh?
If that's your wish, I can distract them for you.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the Tome of
yeah.
the Sea God, the text states I must
Yeah.
never go against your wishes. If I did, it'd mean we cannot be bound.
Okay. He turns around and kicks the pebbles by his feet.
I need only one follower. It doesn't have to be you.
Oh, bro. Aren't you afraid of me telling others about Lemuria?
But
He's
you
like,
always wanted to live on the surface world, right?
he's confused. I can only shake my head and take Raphael's hand. I don't have a wish. Besides, the celebration is not about me. Raphael is startled. Then, under the realistic statues of the sea god, he smiles.
This event has nothing to do with me either.
The thieves are over here! Capture them!
What? Damn it, they found us! Raphael pushes me into the shadows and walks onto the
Do
street.
you all want eyes from the god of the sea? I have tons. Have at it.
Oh. With a flick of his wrist, countless pearls of various sizes soar through the air and cascade onto the ground. The surrounding merchants are stunned before they start to fight one another, picking up as many pearls as they can. Dude, he hit him with the 52-card pickup. Wait, that was sick.
Cease! None of you can take them. They are only for the
He just
emissaries.
threw his balls at him. Dude. Jarvis, throw all my balls. The greater the temptation, the less likely humans need to believe in anything it seems. 'Tis understandable for the god of the sea to struggle to find a follower most devout in their worship of him.
Sir, I don't want the sea
The
god
pearls are his
eyes.
tears.
Can
Yeah.
I get your sea god puppet
He
instead?
just cry like he cries and he saves it. I guess they're used to they're valuable, but damn, he's crying all day. He's sad.
Here. Remember to keep them together.
I mean, might as well. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, if my tears produced cool jewelry, I'd probably keep it. Yeah, I guess so. Raphael gives the puppets to the little girl. He then takes my hand and pulls me into the night. The guards have called for the city gates to be closed and barricaded. Raphael and I run along the path behind a mountain. Unfortunately, we now stand on a cliff, nothing but the ocean below us.
Jump.
Oh, shit. Jump. Sharp, jagged coral and rock lie at the bottom. A single mistake would be disastrous. Surely you jest. If we jump, we'll die.
Not with me here.
Okay, he ignores my protest and kicks me off. You motherfucker. Are you serious? Splash. Rushing water separates me and Raphael. The horror of drowning washes over me again. I flail my arms helpless, trying my best to reach the surface. Raphael! Beneath the surging waves, I can barely see. I have returned to that fateful day when I was tossed overboard. Maybe my destiny is to die in the ocean. Lemuria was but a mirage, a dream made in my final moments because I still clung to a sliver of hope. That's fucking crazy. Frigid, briny water floods my throat. Oh my god. No matter how many gods there are in this world, whether legendary or figments of imagination, I cannot place my faith in them. Even if they are real, why have my prayers gone unanswered? Even now, as I edge closer and closer to death's door, I am alone. This is not the type of edging that I was expecting with Raphael.
Hold on tight.
Oh my god, okay. Bro, I can't fucking... I'm drowning, dog. A voice speaks beside my ear. I open my eyes and see a familiar yet blurry figure. He tightly holds my hand and using all his strength. Raphael. I remember, although I hope for the gods to exist, someone has already answered me. He says nothing. He cups my cheek and his head moves closer. What? Is it kindled? No, it's just the end. The other kindled's like underwater, I think, again, yeah. Oh, no. No. Wait, we already have three left? That's it? What? Zvat? What is happening? Perry the platypus. We already are almost done with the myth. You foiled my plan. You should at least said something before that.
If I did, your
That's
last
crazy,
kiss
bro.
would have been given to this generation's sea god.
Yo, thank you for the follow, Souls. More, I appreciate it. Okay. Okay,
Also,
Raphael.
watch what your arms and legs are doing.
Watch what your arms or legs are doing, because, you know, give me 1 second, it'll be open. Okay? I see I'm in Raphael's embrace like a hermit crab has found a new shell. I'm sorry I left marks on your arms again.
I don't mind. Give me your hand.
Oh, freaky ass. Raphael tosses my mask into the ocean, takes my hand and helps me stand. My body suddenly feels light, my feet landing on the water's rippling surface. I'm able to stand on the ocean as steady as I do on land. In boundless blue, he takes me to the horizon. Behind us is the island melts into the sunset's shadow. He gestures for waves to bloom under my feet, sea foam appearing with every step I take. Fish swim, white gulls circle overhead and sing as they land on my shoulder.
We went through a lot of effort to see the sunrise. Why are you quiet?
You just kicked me off the cliff, dog. What do you... I just had water all up in my throat. It was in there. What do you... I can't even speak. Actually, no, that's a lie. I've never seen anything this beautiful in my life. I make Raphael sit down. I let my feet touch the lapping waves. Curious fish circle around us. He raises an eyebrow. He pokes the fish that leapt out of the water.
As a young boy, my life was no different from yours. The prophecy stated Lemuria was to only have one god of the sea left.
Okay.
My predecessor passed away,
Oh.
and they found me years later, bathed in the flames under the union of dusk and dawn.
The Union?
The deep
All
sea
right.
is
They
dangerous.
got workers' comp in
Only
Lemuria,
the
huh?
strong survive. 'Tis why I can only go as far as the surface of the sea.
Okay. Interesting. Were you happy? Have you ever thought about traveling to another place? I touch his fingers, my gaze meeting his.
Who do you think made that hole behind the college?
Oh. Bro, that's your hole. Oh my god. That's why it was so tiny. Of course. The sun's rising. The sun breaks through layers and layers of clouds. He looks up at the sky, observing the glittering sea under its rays.
So it is.
Interesting. Okay, that's funny. So, like, obviously, I'm not surprised it's his hole, you know? Like, it gave those vibes. It gave his hole gives those vibes. Mischievous vibes. Mischievous hole, you know? Really, I used to be called that back in my freshman years of college. Mischievous hole, you know? I'm late to class. That's some classic mischievous hole. Beside the point, though. Many moons have passed since our last rendezvous to the surface. The deep sea becomes my second home. I'm used to living underwater, or in Whale Fall City, rather. On the night before the sea god's ceremony, as everyone is asleep, Raphael takes me to the temple. Okay, so it's been a month now. Pulsating in a steady rhythm behind us, the flame burns. Oh, here we go.
When the fire goes out tomorrow, a new Lemurian prophecy will appear in the tome of the sea god. And when the fire is reignited, the ceremony will end.
Yes. Describe me as done in the real sea ceremony.
We sit on my divine throne, adorned with shells and pearls.
Oh!
100 golden
Dude, that's
crabs will
sick!
carry us on a journey
What?
to every part of the deep sea.
That's awesome.
Indeed. I'll skip the first part of the ceremony. 'Twas only make-believe nonsense. I don't know the details of the ceremony,
Wait, he's
but
touching
it won't
me.
be anything like the celebration on the surface world. Every participant will be blessed by the ocean.
Will I receive your blessing? Sorry, I'm trying to feel something right now, chat.
Tomorrow's blessing will be for everyone, but 'tis only yours at this moment.
I'm immersing myself.
'Tis a true emissary of the god of the sea. With it in your company, you need not be afraid of the danger that lies ahead.
Oh, it's one of his scales.
I also have a question. 'Tis a very, very important one. Are you willing to be my follower?
Yes, sir. Deciding the sincere worship of mortals, thou must offer an irreplaceable object. Is it this the necklace he gave us?
The sea god's heart.
Oh, the
mine
heart. Oh my God,
Dost thou
stupid.
want it?
We lean in closer to each other. The flame flickers, seemingly startled awake. Shadows on the wall tremble and shudder. A few moments later, returns to normal. Oh, we just had a child. I just impregnated him. What? I thought there was more. I will cut out your heart with a dagger honed, my darling. And in love's name, your heart will become my faith. Your body will be washed clean, shine like a pearl. I will care for your heart until we meet again, and you reclaim it for yourself. Alright, dude, I fuck with these quotes. These are going crazy. These go dummy on Pinterest. Like a pin board. Like, just take a little bits and pieces from each of these. Oh my god. Holy. Dream on the edge of sand and ocean. I once had a dream. My feet sink into the sand. Endless is the yellow sky. Plants grow along a dried riverbed. I walk beside it for a long, long time. The skin on my fingers is dry, cracked. My feet start to bleed. At the edge of the riverbed is a young man in a giant... Oh, wait, hold up. Wait, chat, wait. All right, we're back. YouTube. All right, yeah, let me just restart. So I once had a dream. My feet sink to the sand. Okay, at the edge of the riverbed is a young man and a giant sea creature. I cannot make out his features, but I think he is taking in the animal's warmth. He appears to be singing a melody. 'Tis strange, alluring. Not so shameless plug, yeah. But I can barely make out any notes as his voice is barely above a whisper. I take a few steps, wishing to hear him better. When he looks up, I immediately recognize those eyes. He stands up and reaches out to me like I'm an old friend returning from a long trip. There's Whalefall City. He points to the bones of a sea creature long dead. In the distance, they rest in the sand dunes. That's where I can look at the sea? Yes. I take his hand. We arrive at our destination when the sun rises. The teen turns to me. A dagger plunges into my chest. Warm blood drips and seeps into the sand. I watch as he rips open my chest and holds my heart with his hand, red with my blood. A tiny flame feeds on my fresh blood. A shiny crystal emitting a strange light rests at the center of the flames. There's a voice in the air whispering, the reason for us to leave the desert is not to find an oasis. We're here for a heart, to take it back and make it our worship. Okay. Interesting. I haven't been graced with a dream for a long time. Why did it feel real? I feel like I'm suffocating, as if my heart had been ripped out of my chest. A dream on the edge of sand and ocean. Interesting, okay. The miraculous conch of wonders outside Whalefall City has brought many rumors about the surface world these past few days. The sea god's lost sacrifice angered him. In his divine wrath, he burned down a temple to punish his followers. And the eldest of the emissaries was bedridden and died.
Who cares?
Is that a reference to that?
Tomorrow will be the sea god's ceremony.
I have to do that as well. Ooh. Or upcoming? Oh, I guess. Who knows? It always comes back to the heart. Yeah, that's true. Oh, chat, here we go. The ceremony's coming up. What is it like?
I'm not sure how to describe it.
Every Lemurian says, 'tis a sacred rite worth attending. Girls wear light, flowy clothes and braid their hair with beautiful pearls and shells. This looks pretty. Will you wear it tomorrow? Holding her dress, Algie happily spins around.
We also prepared a lovely garment for you.
Okay, everyone's going to help prepare for the ceremony. I don't know what to do.
Just stand in a conspicuous spot and then give him your hand.
Okay. Do you know anything about the last sea god ceremony? Algie shakes her head.
1,000 years passed since then. My grandfather's grandfather was still a child then.
She senses what I'm thinking and grabs my hand.
Don't worry. I heard the sea god's follower will help him see Lemuria's future. The prophecy will reveal the fate of Lemuria. You're free to play with us once the ceremony is over.
Okay. Hide and seek, a children's game. Someone you meet, she will steal something of great importance to you. Even if you're blindfolded and tossed into the bottomless depths of the ocean, she'll know where you are and how to find you. Oh God, what the fuck? Is that good or bad? After climbing through the temple's window, Rafayel felt a little tired, dizzy even. 3, 2, 1. Ready or not, here I come. Algae was far, far away, a speck in the distance. Rafayel sat down and expected to wait a long time. The Lemurian temple stood at the highest point of a seamount. 'Twas the closest to the sky above. Hence, the first rays of dawn brushed against the spire every morning, and only the spire. Lemuria was in the bottom of a fissure in the deep sea, a place light would not touch. Only a fire provided a source of warmth and light. The sun's rays made him tired. To prevent himself from falling, he touched the flame. 2 flames emerged, burning together as if they were once a single blaze. The prophecy stated it would go out, only to be reignited by him. Curious, he asked Elder Amund what had happened to the previous sea god. Had they died? Were they consumed by flames, or exhausted from swimming in the vast ocean devoured by fish? If they'd claimed that I was the last sea god, did that mean Lemuria would be left without one after I died? Elder Amund said, however, that the sea god possesses a heart that never dies. Even when their life comes to an end, they merely fall into a deep slumber in the deepest parts of the ocean. Okay, interesting. Rafayel frowned and thought, it's too cold and too dark down here. I don't like it. So he asked again, would someone come and find me when I'm hidden there? Elder Amund shook his head. He watched the way the flames flickered, then sighed. He plunged his finger into the heart of the fire slowly. The fire wasn't hot. Instead, it was warm like the sea baked under the afternoon sun. He wanted to be like those fish that leaped out of the water to break through the surface and see if the sun was just as warm. He had an impompous thought, perhaps Lemuria's fire is just a poor imitation of the sun. Glub, 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 glub. Rafayel came to his senses. He took back his hand and picked up the little blue fish by its tail.
Shh, be quiet. I don't want to be found right away.
Glub, 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 glub.
If you speak another word, you will return to being a scale. And a scale you'll be forevermore.
The little fish became quiet and just blew bubbles.
I heard there is a lot of entertainment on land, as well as humans.
Poor Rafayel played with the little fish in his hand.
You're small. Barely even a bite if eaten.
Damn.
If we sneak out onto the surface world and meet bad people, could you do anything? Be careful, or else you'll be caught. They'll pluck all your scales and remove your insides. Humans will turn you into fish oil for a lamp and...
What the fuck? Little fish bites Rafayel. Shut up. Rafayel shook his finger from the pane and leapt from the window's sill. Hiding was boring.
All of you are idiots. I'm over here. Try a little harder to find me next time.
What the... It's crazy. Okay. Alright. A little backstory. Last one! Oh my god, we're done. It took us an hour. So usually each myth, or like each whatever we do, usually takes double the time that it really is. So this, I think, on the YouTube was like... It says it's 38 minutes. It's almost been an hour, so... Abyss Walker's 51. It's gonna take me like 2 hours. Today's the day. After thousands of years, Whalefall City holds the Sea God ceremony again. Before the sun rises, the city is already in a festive mood. Everyone looks forward to the ceremony to celebrate the Sea God becoming an adult and gaining the power to protect the ocean.
Can't you dumb sea cucumber?
Oh my god.
I told you to save a spot for us. We can't see anything here.
Sister, don't be so mean.
I'm
The
scared.
teacher's right.
What's gonna happen? Are they gonna get like blown up? No way they get 5 big booms like Caleb.
Why are you hiding
Or
there?
like, or they
Sea
get like
God won't be
attacked
able to see
by like
you.
the military. They kill everybody or some shit. Like it's Aquaman. Does it matter? There's so many people. He might not.
Quiet. Here he is.
The crowd erupts into cheers. I look up and spot a huge shadow sweeping over Whalefall City. 'Tis a beautiful, sacred creature of the ocean. It appears to be a whale, yet has a bird's wings. The sea god sits on its back, passing by his loyal subject before stopping at the gates to Whalefall City. He walks through the crowd until he stands before me. He lifts the veil on my head, then takes my hand. Beautiful, intricate patterns are painted on his body. His eyes are almost smiling, as if he's been waiting for this moment. Inadvertently, I hold my breath. Everyone moves aside, creating a path for us as we make our way down. Every child says their blessings in Lemurian. I wish we could see this. Gorgeous coral branches are thrown behind us as we approach the temple's doors. The doors slowly close behind us, songs from outside melding with prayers inside the temple. Okay. I in the dimly lit hall, the fire twists in the darkness, about to go out. The sea god intertwines our fingers, pressing our hands against his chest. I close my eyes, calling his name silently. Excuse me. I'm willing to give him my heart. I'm willing to give him my sincerest form of worship. I'm willing to have his very being engraved onto my soul as I praise and pray to him for the rest of my life. Soft like a silken thread, the sea god's fire touches my hand. Okay, cool. The fiery thread embeds itself into my palm, becoming a line, a part of my very soul. Rafayel, the young god of the sea, looks at me. His voice is like the wind blowing out the only light in darkness.
This is my promise to you, for 'tis Lemuria's vow, a bond everlasting.
Okay, cool. No one knows what happened that day. Lemuria is plunged into endless darkness. Panic seeps into every part of the ocean. The deep sea is angry. In its wrath, waves slam against the cliffs and rocks fall into the waters. Even that underbuilt temple is turned into rubble. 'Tis a long time before the sea god walks out of the temple alone, bringing light back to Lemuria. As he leaves the temple, the alcove that once held the flame collapses. The sea god's follower is gone. Bathed in sparks and cinders, he holds a small pulsing flame. It writhes like a newborn. Some said that the flame was born from the purest faith. Some said that the sea god sacrificed his follower to save Lemuria. Different stories, some true, some not, circulated until some people gradually forgot about the ceremony. What? No Lemurians have ever seen the sea god's follower and the little fish that swims around him. They are gone, whereabouts unknown. Only many, many years later than the god of the sea has perished, when the kingdom is sunk to the depths of the ocean, the rumor begins to circulate Lemuria. The god of the sea had lied to the deep sea for his beloved. What? So he lied that the bond will last forever? So that... Wait, what? No shot. That shit just ended, bro. Like, so he lied about, like... I don't even know. Implications of the ceremony that to restore the flame would have required MC's death. Because remember, Rhapsody Yells didn't know how the ceremony goes? Oh, yeah, I guess he didn't. Yeah. Oh. Oh. So wait. The crowd erupts and cheers. Everyone moves aside, creating a path for us. The doors slowly close behind us. Songs outside melding with prayers inside the temple. And the hall of fire twists in the darkness, about to go out. The sea god entwines our fingers, pressing our hands against his chest. Someone's calling his name silently. I'm willing to give him my heart. I'm willing to give him my serious form of worship. He let her go with the little bit of fish. Yeah, she has to die. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, isn't that like no spoilers for Death and Rebirth, but from just like doing the event for Death and Rebirth with like I haven't played it yet, so this isn't any spoilers. But like, isn't that essentially that's how MC is with every LI, right? Is she has to die, like she dies and gets brought back all the time. So like, There's some shit. I guess I don't really know, but I think like from the event and from the trailer and whatever, like isn't that essentially what happens with Silas and Rafayel or MC too? Is like he like saves her and then she has to like die and then he saves her again or some shit. I don't know, but I haven't done it yet, so I don't want to know anyways. But like, I guess yeah, it would make sense that yeah she had to die, because also that's like the same thing as Xavier's myth, you know. The light seeker or whatever to save. It's literally like some Mako Aerith bullshit from FF7. In that one, we're like in the darkness and Xavier saves us because they had to use her MC because she gets reborn, right? So the planet had to feed off MC because she would just die and come back and die, so the planet would then never like fall into destruction or whatever. But he saved MC from that because he didn't want that to happen. So I guess her having to die for this would also, make sense. MC's like a Phoenix, yeah. I don't think it works this way for all. I know it's not the same for all the allies, but like MC always comes back or dies in some form. There's some sort of loop with her dying and coming back with the allies in some way. Yeah. Okay, so that makes the most sense. Yeah. Interesting. Cool. So it's done? And that's it? Forgotten Sea. Bro. Yeah, Forgotten Sea minus, bro. That's the grade it gets. That shit was at. No, I'm just kidding. That was good, but dang, that sucks. It wasn't bad. I was just sad that there's not more. But what about the like anecdotes and stuff? I'm sure that goes into some of it, right? Put the shell in your room. They say in the very beginning of the game too. We're stuck in this loop. This never. Yeah. So the time loop stuff makes sense. But dang. But I guess also this being right after, or not right after, but this being put in the middle, surely that means it's like timeline-wise this plays before. Right? I guess we'll find out tomorrow, but this shit's crazy, bro. Oh god, look how hot they are, dog. What the I need, like I said earlier, I gotta be a Dave single between them buns. Rafayel's definitely the top bun. I don't care who's the top bun. I just need to be between it, That's crazy. But there we go. There it was, man. Now I gotta do Abyss Walker, which I don't think I'll be able to do today because it's already super late. But YouTube, hopefully you enjoyed. There it was. Wow. Dang, man. Dang. Yeah, that was... I enjoyed it. It wasn't, like, anything super crazy. No, not really. It was cool lore. If that's, like, the farthest back, the most origin story point we know for MC and Rafayel, then that's awesome. And that's, like, cool background about everything. It was good. Was it the best? No. Was it the worst? No. It was all right. But I still had to do it, obviously, because I got to know the lore, chat. The lore. Okay? But thanks for watching the video. Goodbye.